Welcome, everybody, to Rebels React to the Clone Wars, the final season, episode 3, On the Wings of KEERADAKS.
Yes.
The little avatar creatures that you mentioned from last episode. So in this episode, we are...
Can I say one thing?
You can, yeah.
Spoilers.
Yeah, completely.
Not really.
It's a weird title to have for a Clone Wars episode.
I agree.
Because that's a very small portion of the episode.
Yeah.
It's like a solid 40 seconds.
And I think that's why I said that, because I'm like, oh, wait, that's what it was called.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's fine. Like,
sure. I mean, you're not going to, unless you, I don't know, I guess you could miss it when you're clicking on the thumbnail, but you're probably going to see it when you click on the thumbnail.
Yep.
So it's weird. That's a weird Star Wars title. So we're escaping after rescuing Echo. And
this is the third part of the arc.
Yeah.
We're suspecting we have 2 more parts. I'm really curious how this
2.
is going to shake out. So, and the last one, did we say the last one ended with they just got Echo
Finding
out
Echo.
of the machine, and now they're trying to unplug him. They're trying to see if they
That's
can.
right. We don't know if we can unplug him yet.
Yep.
Tech.
Yeah.
I wanted to call him Data. Tech is, that's Star Trek.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. I know that.
Tech is like running diagnostics. He's like, I don't know if we can unplug him yet. So they're like, well, let's close every layer of doors that we can to protect ourselves.
Only because they fought their way into this room because there were just so many of these droids that were just so unstoppable.
So dumb.
No, they were so unstoppable. Like they just kept backing up. I mean, the droids were so strong. They were backing up without them ever having to fire a shot, a single shot.
Yeah, they're just terrified.
But they closed that first door, and then all of a sudden they start sealing it. And then the
droids were prying it open with their hands.
Oh, like, you're right. You're right. And that's why they wanted to seal it.
They had to seal it, like cauterize it.
Yeah.
You don't do that with metal, but essentially
they hold on to that in case of a lightsaber weapon, a lightsaber wound.
Yeah.
But then who are these dudes?
So, I guess I have heard this before, but the Techno Union.
Oh yeah. You know where they say it?
When?
In episode 2.
Episode 2, right? Because there's one of them there in Geonosis.
The Techno Union.
Right.
I think that happens.
So is his voice thing just messed up? I thought they all talked weird like that. But these guys just talk normal.
No, they talked a little weird, I think.
Nah, they were never like adjusting their radio dial though.
His was just off.
That's what I'm saying. His was messed up in episode 2.
Yeah.
Because I remember that guy from episode 2, and I think this is that same guy.
I think it is. I think it's the green one.
He's the same color.
Yeah.
I like them a lot, and I like them even more after this episode.
Yeah.
The first time we see them, they're rolling. They have their arms like this.
It was
and they're just
weird.
like rolling forwards, like they're a vacuum or something.
It was bizarre.
I don't understand what they are. Like,
I like
are they
that they're
born
different
with
colors.
all that metal stuff? I know that's probably 1% or 99% not the case.
At what point do they start to need that?
Or are they little green creatures that they stick into these machines?
I'm definitely gonna go to the Wikipedia.
Yeah, but the Techno Union, like they're cool.
I
thought this was a whole separatist operation. Like this was just the Techno Union stuff going on. That they happened to be affiliated with the Separatists, but like this wasn't a Separatist base.
So it has to do with them figuring out their plans, and that's the Separatists. So that's what I'm confused about. Maybe they're just like partnered with them, or are they? I think they are a part of the Separatist.
For sure, but like this whole operation was like a Techno Union thing.
Yep.
They didn't just like send these 3 guys there. Like
No.
this is
their jam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, like they're once they figure out that they can unplug Echo, they're like, well, how do we get out of here? And then this ball of death starts trying to hack its way into the room with its like laser compass.
Well, so that's what we were saying. They were like sealing the room, and then this thing is just like, well, I'm going to start making a circle, and then I think that's when they just run backwards
and seal the second door.
And another one. That would have been funny if they just kept going.
I wanted them to. At least one more door.
Yeah.
Echo tells them that there's a door above them that they're able to be thrown out of by Wrecker.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Force lifted out of by Anakin, and then Anakin just jumps through in the nick of time.
Yeah, well, I thought Anakin was just kind of force lift everybody up there.
Yeah.
And then he goes up, and then he just lifts Wrecker. But it was more exhilarating.
Sure.
And suspenseful.
Yeah.
So I'll take it.
So as they're making their way out, they realize, or Echo tells them that there's one place that has like a landing pad, but it's across this really treacherous random pipe that connects these two giant freaking like stratosphere
of which
buildings.
I would not want to walk across.
No, never. I'm very much with Wrecker. I'm like, I think he did it better than I would have, honestly.
Yeah.
He was like, I guess I have to do this. Okay.
Yeah, and he did it.
Yeah. But then they get sandwiched by these stupid droids, right?
These droids we hate that we mentioned in the last episode.
They start walking, they pinch them and they're stuck. They're not shooting, they're not doing anything, but they're just like, well,
here we are.
I guess we can't move. And then Tech sends out some like sonar pulse.
Yeah.
And calls in the KEERADAKS. That they jump down onto and land on and start flying away. And then we're like, oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
Those droids fly away. They jump off, spread their cool like DJ Yonder.
It was like a
colorful wings.
It was like a silicon chip solar panel of wings.
They were super cool.
They were really cool. And we were wondering in the last episode why these droids looked so weird the way that they do. And it was for this reason, which makes sense because in Star Wars, a lot of the time that's how they make stuff. They make stuff. But to be fair, actually, that's the world too. Stuff looks the way it is because
of what it does.
Of what it does, right? We just didn't know that. They're kind of like ducks almost with the way their faces.
Well, and I noticed later they're like raptors, the way they walk.
Yeah.
And they have like the mohawk thing.
Yep.
They have like these tiny little arms.
Yep. It made me realize though with the B1 battle droids, just the standard ones, like just their little bit of eyes, I really do like.
Yeah. Same.
Because these just don't even look like anything humanoid.
No.
Even though they walk on two legs, they're just robot face.
Right.
Which is super cool.
Yeah. So yeah, these things fly away and I'm like, well, okay, but they're still not doing anything. And then they start just bombarding them with lasers. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, they weren't even shooting them on the pipe, and then it was just barrage.
All right. Like,
yeah, that was funny.
I understand their purpose now.
Yeah.
And they escape with relative ease.
Yep.
And they go back to the people that helped them in the previous episode. The weird, tall, weird language people. And then...
Because they're still on their planet.
Right. Like they live in that village. And then they're under attack.
They're like
bird droids.
They're like, we said, don't bring the war here. and then the war shows up.
Right.
Like he reiterated it.
Anakin and Rex, they assure them that like, I know like we screwed up.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't mean to do this, but we'll help you. Like we'll defend you if like anything more comes. And then we see the Techno Union people. They're like, send in the troops.
Yeah.
And more of these bird things start flying away. And these weird spider balloons,
massive.
And that's when I realized I'm like, oh, these guys are all like cyberpunky, not cyberpunk,
steampunk. Yep.
That's what really made me like the Techno Union. Like I'm into these people.
I like when we get new interesting aesthetics.
Yeah.
That are unique and keep bringing them.
And it made me like these droids kind of.
I know it always does that, right? Where you're like, oh, like I respect the like coolness of the design.
Yeah. I wish I knew what they were called. I tried looking it up last week and I couldn't find anything. Maybe now.
Wait a little and now that they've had their moment and actually done something. Yeah, there was nothing worthy of calling out last week. Droids that get killed over and over again.
Droids that suck.
Pretty much.
Ducks, sucky ducks.
That you can get a code name out of that somehow.
Yeah, SKDK.
Yeah, there it is.
It's dangerous, but yeah.
Why?
Just fill in different letters and
okay. SKDK1. No, they dropped the giant spider droids, and immediately I was like, "Ooh, these look familiar," because I'm still not 100% sure. Like, why does everybody use droids, but they're like different droids, and like everybody makes their own droids?
Do they though?
And like Geonosis makes droids, and they were making new droids, but what were they doing? Like,
but they were making the same droids.
But who was making the droids when they weren't making the droids?
Were they always making the droids?
But they were before.
Like, did they make the droids that we saw in episode 1?
Possibly. Like, I think so.
That's what I kind of thought. I thought that was like the Droid Factory, as like Camino was the clone factory.
But now, because there's that, it might be an arc. It might just be an episode where they go. No, I think it's an arc where they go. Yeah, it was definitely where they go back to Geonosis and with the brain worms and all of that. Like that's all the Geonosis thing, and it's all about like they've started making droids again. It's like, what? Yeah, the war's been going on.
Right.
So I feel like there's other droid factories.
True.
But I just think that's interesting because you see like similarities. It had like the needle nose for the shooting.
Yeah, so the little spider things you see in episode 2 that are crawling through the dust storm.
Yeah.
Yeah, these looked very similar to that, except they had giant balloon heads.
They were massive. And so they start in an all-out war with them, pretty much.
Yeah.
The exact thing that they said they didn't want to happen.
And we get some pretty depressing scenes of the natives getting murdered.
You're like, oh, he just gets knocked down, and then he's just like, just cold-blooded shot right to the chest.
It was upsetting.
And it's like, yeah, that's Clone Wars.
It is.
It's real dark.
But the fact that these people didn't want anyone there, I wish I didn't see any of them die. It just kind of sucks. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Episode 4 of The Mandalorian in that little village.
Yeah.
Do we see any of those people die? I feel like we don't.
I think some of them might have died.
They might have. I don't think we saw any die, though.
Yeah,
like,
it
seems like they just knocked it out of the park.
Like there was no like droid coming up and it was
the pig people.
Oh yeah, and they were way more brutal.
Yeah,
they should have come up and like ripped a guy's head off or something, but no, they stopped all of them.
I don't think they did anything.
Yeah, and all they did was take their vegetables before that. It really wasn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So Clone Wars, much more brutal.
Yeah, definitely. I love it. But they eventually take them all. Well, no, there's one specific pretty cool move. I think there was somebody stuck on the ground when Wrecker came and showed up.
Oh, there were two of the native people.
Yep.
They were like about to get squashed by the spider leg.
Yep.
And he pushes them out of the way. I'm like, oh, Wrecker's dead.
Yeah, and it was because it was on its way down, and it was like this. Oh my God, he's sacrificing himself, and then he just catches it.
Yeah.
And like rips the entire leg off the spider thing, and I think destroys it.
I think Kim and Anakin were both kind of going to town on it. So
okay.
Yeah, they
at that point
they. By the way, Anakin up until this point was doing nothing.
No, he
was just standing on his little perch watching with his lightsaber.
Oh, that's right. Nothing. No, that's when it cut to that. Yeah,
Him and like I think Echo and Rex were up there, and they're just like,
that doesn't look
looks
great.
Pretty bad down there. But then Anakin's like, I guess I got to do something with the higher up stuff.
And we mentioned Anakin looks good.
He does.
Longest hair, and he's the quality does look good.
Does he have the scar yet?
Yeah, I think so.
Does he?
Yeah.
I tried looking for it, and I don't know if I saw it. I don't remember how he got it, if he does.
From 2? No.
I don't think he got hit in the face with that. Because I always thought that he got the scar from something between 2 and 3.
Oh, in Clone Wars?
Yeah.
Let's double check on that. Because I'm curious now. I hadn't thought about that.
Should I check it right now?
Yeah, check it right now.
Or if it comes later? I guess no one will know.
Oh, like we're going to see?
I want to see.
Just do Anakin face scar. Is that what it is? Is it a face scar?
Yeah. It's over his eye.
Is that why Ben Solo got one?
I think it's meant to...
Echo that,
yeah.
Like echo? Maybe that's going to explain it right now.
Anakin had the scar in the 3rd season of Clone Wars. Anakin fights a lightsaber duel with Count Dooku's apprentice, Asajj Ventress. She eventually gets the upper hand, but decides to show off her precision.
So she does that without like hurting him.
Yeah, so Ventress gave it to him.
So when we see that in episode 3, we'll be like, oh, that came from Ventress.
Yeah. She would be a really cool character to see live too.
And then he would be like,
Who? Right.
What else did we miss at the end here?
They defeat the stuff. Some of the droids retreat, which I thought was weird. They're droids.
Yeah.
They're not afraid of death.
They are though.
Are they?
That's always an interesting thing I've realized.
The battle droids are kind of weirdly kind of human. True.
I don't die. Like there's even an episode. I won't. Never mind. Spoilers.
What?
Rebels, maybe. I think.
Oh, okay.
No, I think
no future spoilers.
Yeah, no future spoilers.
So they retreat. They go back to the Techno Union.
Yep.
They tell them what happened. They're like, well, we're not going to tell the Separatists what happened yet. We got to recoup our losses a little bit first.
Yep.
So that might come into play. And then the native people in the village, they thank everybody for helping them, even though they kind of caused all of this to happen. They were
the first place.
They were very understanding.
Yeah, really understanding.
Even though they're like literally walking over some of their friends' dead bodies to like see them off.
Well, I think the idea, the whole idea there was like, once they see Echo, they're like, oh, I get why they had to do this, kind of a thing. But I'm with you where they're like, we don't care about your stupid friend. They're not hurting us. The war wasn't here, and now all our people are dead.
I can understand seeing like, I understand why you had to do this, but it wasn't worth my friends for you to rescue your friend.
Exactly.
But that's just the way it is. Or it's like family to family. It's like, this is my family. That's your family. Like, I get it, but I'm not going to sacrifice my family for people I just met to rescue someone you didn't even know might be there or not.
And the episode ends
with Echo being kind of weird.
With potentially being evil.
Yeah. Looks like the guy from Dead Space, first of all, with that thing on his back.
That's so true. But I wonder. I started to wonder about that. I was like, "Ooh, what if
something is wrong?"
He was supposed to break out.
Yeah,
and that's why the droids were so stupid.
And I know why he looks like this, but the fact that he's all gray, it's just. I think he's
Palpatine.
Yes, literally yes. No, I think something bad is going to happen with him, and I don't want that to happen. But
we're gonna see. I'd like for him to survive.
He talks so quietly sometimes.
Oh, I know. Well, because it was like sad.
I know.
I'm like, oh, but he's like evil, so we might want him dead. And Rex is probably.
I honestly didn't need him back at all, anyways.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So it's like you brought me back this thing, but now I'm like conflicted and like.
I don't get it, you know. Like
I think Rex probably feels like that too.
All the time.
And
they never seem to really mourn them that much. Like sometimes when it's one that we know, they're like, poor.
But that was a special episode. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, it's just weird. Like that long later to be like, we have to go on this super dangerous, super secret, not council approved death mission that we may not come back from with Anakin Skywalker. To get a clone that may or may not be there.
Well, and the main reason is to help them with the war because he's actually like dangerous.
True. Yeah, I guess
the information. So that's the reason. It's less about saving Echo and more about
figuring out what's going on.
Okay,
fair enough. Well,
we're gonna see next week.
This coming Friday.
What happens?
I'm excited
with Echo and the Bad Batch.
What's Anakin's name? He needs a cool like. Band nickname.
Vader
and the Bad Batch. It's a good Star Wars band name.
See? Got it.
How'd you come up with that? Vader. It's a good name.
It's like I think it's like a Spanish word for something.
It is actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
Father.
Yeah, I think that's why I thought of that. Why? Is there any reason? Did you think that you liked it, that suggestion?
I think because I'm very fluent in Spanish.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, Papi.
Yeah, Anakin should be called Vader. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Somebody should write that.
Why did Palpatine want to call him Dad?
I don't know. Padre.
I will call you Father.
I will call you Padre.
Let us know what you thought of this episode. Comment below.
Please do.
Like and subscribe. Suggest it to your friends. Give us suggestions on what you want to see us react to in the future. But stick around. We'll be doing more of these
every week for 12 weeks.
Exactly. And then we'll do some other shows this year like
like Mandalorian season 2,
Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Mandalorian, WandaVision, which doesn't have a set date but is like end of the year, so we'll see.
Maybe Masked Singer.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, just the finale.
We totally could.
Yeah, it's really good.
But
maybe
yeah,
not.
I fell off already.
Yeah. Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah. Because I watch Lego Masters, which is actually pretty good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it every week,
lot.
And I see Lego Masters pop up, and I'm like, nah.
Oh, it's good. I like it. I
know,
really like it.
But I'm like, oh, I bet this is a really good show.
And I always make the mistake that when I turn on Lego Masters, the recording, it's the very end of The Masked Singer, and I see who the person was. So I'm like, I don't need to watch that entire episode now because I don't care about these people singing for the most part poorly.
All the fun is not knowing who it is.
Right.
Yeah. That's a shame.
So, oh well.
I'm sorry.
Maybe I'll just pick it up from where we are currently.
The Group B just ended.
Okay. Maybe I'll get into Group C.
Next will be Group C.
All right.
And then the top 3 of the rest will be good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, Maybe we'll do that. Who knows? But anyways, until then.
I got it talked about.
My name is Jordan.
And my name is Ethan. We are the Huber Rebels.
See you later.
Bye. Also, did you see the novelization of Rise of Skywalker?
No.
Bunch of stuff confirmed.
Like what?
Like Finn is a Force
user. Okay.
Sensitive.
What are these novelizations?
They add their canon.
Written by who?
They pick somebody.
Okay.
To novelize.
I read the episode
films.
3 one.
Really?
Yeah.
I bet it was really good.
It was.
So, Rey and Ben's kiss was not romantic. It was this like dyad and like this like sense of like that they were one. Yeah, it was an interesting way they put that. Palpatine was a clone.
A cloned Palpatine?
Mm-hmm. And that's why like his body could only survive like
being hooked up like Echo?
Yeah. Basically.
Huh.
And that's why he was like looking for like stuff.
And that's why there was Snoke's of clone.
Yeah,
clones of Snoke.
But that's why he's been experimenting with this for a long time. So long that most of them were failures.
His own clones?
Yeah.
Of himself?
Most of them were failures. But there was one that kind of worked that he kept.
Uh-huh.
And that was his son.
Which is who?
But it didn't have Force powers. Rey's dad.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's messed up.
And so, yeah. I'm okay with it.
Rey's dad is a clone of Palpatine?
Like, so it's like, but because he's not him, like identically.
Sure.
Like Boba of Jango, because it's like not 100% like the tech. I think that's the idea.
Wow.
Yeah. I can dig it. I like it.
I do like it. I like it a lot. I almost want to read that.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to read the episode 8 one too, just to see what kind of explanations there are in there.
I looked at the comments and everybody,
because I might keep this.
And everybody was just like, oh, even more reason for this to be the worst true jumpster movie I've ever seen. And I'm just like, I'm so done with everybody. Aquafina, I'm a sponsor.
No.
Apologies.
This is good Star Wars talk.
But yeah. That was out of frustration of the stupid people.
There are stupid people.
I'm just over it.
No, I think that's really cool. I like that concept.
But the
so
novelization.
That means that Rey is literally kind of Palpatine's, not that Palpatine, but she's a son of the being of Palpatine.
Something like that, yeah.
Like, wow.
So
when her dad grew up, he was gonna look like Sheev Palpatine.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't think he's an identical clone.
Oh.
Because it like wasn't
messed up.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, not that he was like deformed, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
Yeah.
Maybe like it could be that, but I don't think that's what it is.
Does it dive more into the stuff at the beginning, the Mustafar stuff?
Possibly that was just
I want to see that.
Oh, it's not out.
Oh, it's not?
That leaked.
Oh, wow.
I think. And so people are like, oh, just new details about episode 9 to like confirm stuff about the movie that people weren't sure about.
I'm excited. I might read it.
Yeah. I mean, if I was going to do that, yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Imagine reading I want to own that.
Because I love the idea of having more canon stuff about that particular movie. Just to explain, like if anyone has a question, I'm like, oh, actually, I know the answer to that. Like,
do you think they have that for 4, 5, 6?
Yeah.
I want to look into that and see if because what it really is just like a little bit of dialogue that's like expounding on the situation and just like adding a little bit more flavor.
When you get people's like thoughts and stuff too.
Yeah, and you can't get that in a movie.
No,
there's other ways they could have included certain things, and I think that would have worked as well. But yeah,
cool. I'll cut that in somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, goodbye.
Bye.
If not, goodbye.
Peace.